All the warming spices and flavors of a kebab cooked inside a crispy pita shell. Dunked in a tangy lemon basil yogurt sauce, Arayes are a simple, handheld dinner that pair perfectly with some vibrant lemon pepper fries. Alright, we'll start things off with those lemon pepper fries. I've got two good-sized russet potatoes here, which I've cut down into roughly 1/4 inch wedges. But again, as long as the size is consistent, cut them to whatever shape and size you'd like. I'm going to drizzle them with about 1/4 cup of a neutral oil like canola, season very generously with fresh cracked pepper, and of course we'll go in with a heavy pinch of salt as well. And these wouldn't be lemon pepper fries without the zest of one large lemon. Go ahead and get that in, let all those essential oils work through in the oven as they bake. By the way, as shown, this will serve 4 people, but you can obviously tailor it as needed. We'll go ahead and get those lemon pepper seasoned fries onto an oil baking sheet and pop them in at 425 for about 30 to 40 minutes, flipping them once or until they are golden brown and crispity crunchy, just like that. Pretty tough to overcook these. They're going to be nice and golden brown on the outside and fluffy in the middle. Our dipping sauce is pretty simple. We'll put some non-fat plain yogurt in a bowl, followed by some smoked paprika, a heaped teaspoon of hot honey, or just plain honey would be fine as well, the juice of half of 1 lemon, and of course we'll need to season this up, as always, with fresh cracked pepper and a pinch of salt to taste. There goes a handful of fresh basil leaves. Really any herb would be great here, some mint or just parsley or cilantro. Go ahead and get all that thoroughly mixed together. Make sure it's got the consistency that you're looking for. If it's not zippy enough, just add a little more lemon juice or even some lemon zest if you have some left over. Park that in the fridge and we'll turn our attention to our meat for our Arayes. So I've got a half or to 1/4, depending on the size, of a yellow onion that I'm just going to grate up on the largest holes of a box grater. Traditionally, I would add a pound of ground lamb to this, but I couldn't find that, so that's just 85/15 ground beef, a couple minced cloves of garlic, handful of minced parsley. And then we'll go in with our spices. The exact amounts, or at least recommendations, will be down below, but we've got some ground coriander, some ground cumin, some more smoked paprika, a little touch of ground allspice, some cayenne, which is optional, some freshly grated or cracked pepper, and a good pinch of salt. And then we'll just go in there with a good clean hand, mash all that stuff around until all those herbs and garlic and spices are thoroughly and evenly incorporated throughout the meat. Once that's done, you can let it marinate up to overnight in the fridge covered, but you can also work with it right away, which is what I'm going to do here. I've got some pitas here. You could use plain, these are whole wheat, just what I had on hand. You want to go ahead and cut them in half down the middle, and then very carefully pop open that pocket in the middle. Put them in the microwave for 15 or 20 seconds if you're having trouble getting them to open up, but mine were just fine. Then you're going to grab maybe a 1/4 pound or so of that meat filling, and very carefully and gently press it into all corners, or I should say edges, of that little half moon right there. Work it all the way to the edge. You want to make sure this is full from corner to corner and in as even a layer as possible. We want these to cook through in the skillet if possible, but as we'll talk about in a minute, you can finish them in the oven. Add a squeezer of olive oil to a large skillet over medium heat. Lay the Arayes down, not crowding the pan. And after they're golden brown on the first side, go ahead and give them a flip. I cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes here. It just depends on your pan's heat and how thick that meat is on the inside. Ideally, you want to cook it through here in the skillet, but if you need to, if they're getting too dark on the outside, just pop them into a 350-degree oven or so until that center is cooked through. And as you can see, we've got some beautiful golden brown crusty bits right there on the top. You'll want to drain these on a wire rack if at all possible. Get any excess grease off, and then we will plate up those beautiful lemon pepper fries along with one of our Arayes. We'll just lay that down. Absolutely cannot forget that beautiful yogurt lemon basil sauce. That hot honey really adds a nice balance to it as well. And I put down a little piece of lemon to squeeze over these lemon pepper fries, but of course that's optional. Let's go in, take a look at these. Look at that, just glistening with a little bit of lemon juice and olive oil. They're totally crunchy on the outside, but pillowy and soft on the inside, and that lemon pepper flavor really shines through. I'm telling you, these are a winner. Definitely give them a try. Add any extra seasonings as you see fit. There's that beautiful meat patty inside of that golden brown, crunchy, crispy pita. You are definitely obligated to go for a nice big dunk in this yogurt, lemon, basil sauce before you take a bite. And man, I'm telling you, when you do, you're going to love this. Whether you use lamb, beef, or even chicken, those spices are so warming, so rich in flavor. It just absolutely kicks butt with that sauce on there. Love this form factor, getting that ground beef inside of the bread. So satisfying. I definitely hope you'll give it a try. And as always, thanks for watching, and now it's your turn to go make something delicious.